Hello all and welcome to Kyle is Famous by oh dear, I can't pronounce that last name, but by John. And there's apparently multiple endings to this, so that'll be fun to explore. This isn't gonna be obviously just a Minecraft channel or just a Minecraft and YTDD channel. I plan on this being a bunch of random things of me just screwing around having fun. That being said, I also don't want to spend too much money, so we're doing Kyle is Famous today, which is free on Steam. I'll leave a link down in the description below. I like this music, it's quite snazzy, it's supposed to be like a comedy type thing. The reviews were pretty good. I have no idea what to expect for this though, so I'm really excited to get started. Alright. Kyle wakes up. He is famous. Kyle is the host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed. Inside has called Kyle a most excellent, dumpy white man. Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. Most online videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Ooh, who are you interviewing? Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely philanthropist. She is dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. Why didn't you prepare beforehand? Oh no. Oh fuck, this is just gonna be the plan of my life. Kyle's first decision in the morning was made wisely. Oh fuck. There's a timer. Exit the bed. We're in the bedroom now, okay. Kyle exited his bed and oh fuck, is it counting down? Oh shit. And took a quick glance around his room. I don't know what there is. Quick glance in his bedroom. Probably should prepare. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Check in desk drawer. What is there? Get some ideas. Kyle opened up his side drawer on his desk and grabbed one of the items stored there. Small key. Kyle grabbed the small key and kept it in his desk. Back to his desk. Kyle made his way over to his desk, sat down. Alright, gonna write notes for the interview. We have a key. We have 24 hours left. Kyle wrote down the first question. Is your mother a mother? Are you a mother? A motherfucker. Motherfucker. Kyle wrote down his second question. I mean, I want to know if she's ever in her article. I mean, I kind of want to know what it is. Kyle wrote down his third question. Kyle! Okay, Kyle, the last question. Are you guilty, Rachel? Oh, fuck. Kyle ripped his page of notes out of the notebook and got up from the desk. Okay. Kyle made his way over to sit down. I'm gonna check gestures, see if anything. Sort of change. Scooped out the change, back to desk. Okay, back to room. Alright, open the closet. We have 14 hours! Kyle, it was dark and he could only really see his hanging shirts. Choose an outfit. Go outside, takes time to choose a perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is. Swimming skunk pasties. Slick suit. You know, we gotta be prepared for Rachel. Let's get some armor on. Kyle was unsure of what exactly caused him to decide to wear his armor, but it felt like the right thing to do. We asked if she's guilty. We gotta be prepared. Okay. After much squeezing and sweating, Kyle managed to wrap the metal suit around his dumpy self. Okay. Alright. Scavenge, what else? Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for gossip.
What are you so happy about?
Oh, I'm happy that I'm not. Not answering that. Kyle firmly pressed his ear onto the carpet, hoping to hear some stray words from the neighbors below. Well, that was useless. I heard Rachel May is going on a trip out of the country soon. Oh, girlfriend, tell me more. Well, what I will tell you is that every night I don a mask that looks like a bug and fight misdoers. There was a stunned silence. Then a door opened and someone exited the neighbor's apartment. That's quite enough. We have 5 hours. Cal returned to the center of the bedroom. Back to room. Oh, fuck. Exit hallway. Long, small hallway that connects the rooms of the apartment together. We don't need food. 0 hours. Cal walked into the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around him. Fuck. Cal hurried to the set. Good, good, good. Sitting across from his host's chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded, I want this to be a comedy show. Kyle started to stretch out his arms while it tilted his neck upward and was interrupted by his producer telling him and Rachel that it was time to start the show. She was just T-posing to assert dominance. Oh, snazzy! A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. This one's blue. I like colors. Good evening, everybody. My neighbor's a bug vigilante with nothing more to say than the matter. He fell silent. Rachel, also on camera, stared at her hands and wondered when she was going to be introduced. The producer started cutting to different camera angles to break the tension. Good. Props to the producer. Kyle continued to remain silent and stared forward blankly. After several minutes, neighbor Gabby walked onto set. Hi everyone, she said, smiling. My name is Gabby, and I'm not a bug vigilante. False. Kyle looked at Gabby and then returned, staring forwards. Gabby began to reply, but was interrupted by a bug-shaped intercom on her belt. Bug girl! It squawked. A robbery is in progress on East 3rd. Report immediate. Gabby threw the intercom on the ground and crushed it underneath her foot. After a beat, she spoke again. Something has come up suddenly, and I must go. Gabby left the set. Well, said Kyle, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for joining us, Rachel. Kyle got up, shook Rachel's hand again, and walked past the cameras, leaving her alone. Not knowing what else to do, the producer ended the broadcast. In the coming days, fans of both Rachel and Kyle dubbed the show as a masterpiece of television. Fuck yes! Stay Up Late with Kyle's online pages were updated to reflect this broadcast as the most popular ever. Kyle's producer later tried to have Rachel on the show again, but she was very, very, very busy. There's 28 endings! Oh, let's try this again. Okay. Wither Away. Into the deathbed. Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered successfully and died. Ah, shucks. Kyle is... We get to be a ghost? This does not relieve him of his responsibilities. But anyway. Kyle exited his bed, took a quick glance around his bedroom. Damn, it took me that long to die? Okay. Let's get an outfit. Get an outfit. Jeans and swimming goggles. Casual style. You could barely see out of the goggles. Okay, sit at desk. Write notes. Let's go to the same questions. What are some Kitchen. Kyle walked in the center of the kitchen. Opened fridge to find something to eat. I'm just saying. Sitting across from the host was a glamorous woman with an air of genuity. Looked up and smiled. Good evening, Kyle. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded. I'm gonna answer politely. And I as well, Rachel, answered Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. You are a most welcome guest. Shake hands. After another mild exchange of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast. I love this snazzy music. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened as the cameras clicked on. Good evening, everyone, said Kyle, looking at the camera. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle, introduced Rachel. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm glad to be here. In response, Kyle collapsed on the floor. From a combination of stressful preparation and not eating anything, Kyle had passed out. Oh shit. Nobody in the studio quite knew what to do with him. They began to poke Kyle in the back to see if he moved. After a while, they ended the broadcast, shut off the lights, and went home. Kyle was left face first on the floor. Oh. What an interview! Okay, exit the bed. We're good, we're doing great. We're gonna eat breakfast first. Okay. Open fridge. We're gonna prepare breakfast. Kyle constructed a breakfast of poached eggs and toast, along with a small fruit cup and grilled sauce, and you can eat that. Those are some very disgusting eating sounds. Kyle ate his breakfast slowly and thoughtfully, enjoying every bite he felt refreshed. Bitch, that took an hour. Kyle walked back to the center of the kitchen. That's what we meant. It's in the pantry. Kyle wanted to access the pantry, but found it was locked with a small keyhole. Oh, that's what the key is for. I want to see what that's in next time. I'm gonna return to my bedroom. I'm gonna prep. I want to see what's in the pantry. What's in the pantry? Pantry. The pantry door hasn't moved in years, but eventually opened. Wait, I never got him dressed. Instead of an assortment of canned goods and grains, Kyle's pantry stored his massive amount of bottled lard. Never hurts for some extra nutrition. Kyle voraciously grabbed the closest bottle, snapped the neck against the wall, and sucked out all the fat within a minute. Kyle wildly sucked down another bottle. He felt very sick. Alright, we don't want to vomit at the interview, so Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. Okay, as Kyle Rachel's smile quickly turned to shock as she realized Kyle had not put on clothes that day. Kyle waved and smiled broadly. Rachel uncomfortably averted her eyes. Kyle started making his rounds around the room, greeting each crew member, none of whom looked at him directly. Kyle's a streaker. As it became apparent that Kyle had no intention of leaving, Rachel made some excuses and exited the set. One by one, the crew followed suit. Kyle was left alone. I'm being holy shit. Kyle chose a pasties made out of mashed skunk flesh. Getting the slimy garments to stay proved difficult, so Kyle opted to stick them to his body with hot glue. We're gonna get some food. Actually, return bedroom. Go to desk, drawer. We're gonna eat only lard. We're gonna have some lard. Have some lard. Cow's vomit and the lard were mixing in a way to make it look hard to tell which was which. I mean, always gotta finish off your plate, bud. As Kyle finished the last bottle of lard, he felt a wave of accomplishment come over him. Good, you did well. Kyle hurried to the set. Sitting across from his host's chair was a glamorous woman with the air of genuity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded. Kyle was interrupted again. We're T-posing on Rachel. Show her that we are. Oh, moment after seating, light and bright turned on. Start broadcast. Good evening, everyone, said Kyle, looking at the camera. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle. Kyle vomited all of the horrible things he had eaten earlier onto the floor. Rachel looked at Kyle, concerned, gave a couple coughs, and decided to play it cool and keep the show running. You go, Rachel, you're such a trooper. Kyle stopped, then vomited again, then continued with a shaky voice. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm glad to be here. Well, I'm sure we'll have lots to discuss, so we might as well dive right in, said Kyle. I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile. Kyle produced the notes he had taken earlier. Let's start off simple with what's your funniest story? You've been involved in a lot of different things, said Kyle, but what's your funniest story? Well, that's a great question, Kyle, said Rachel. I think the story I always remember is the first time I tried to make dinner for my family. In the soup I made, I swapped out the water with milk and tipped the whole jar of salt in the pot. Holy shit. While my family was sick from trying to eat it, I swiped their things and locked myself in my room. Rachel laughed elegantly. Kyle decided to move on. Are you a mother? Rachel, I and many others would love to know. Are you a mother? Kyle looked up from his notes. Well, being a single woman with a career, that's not something that has crossed my mind. Rachel smiled genuinely at Kyle. Very reasonable indeed, said Kyle. He referenced his paper of questions. Hey, Rachel. Have you ever eaten a raw egg whole? Asked Kyle. Like the shell and all? Asked Rachel. Kyle continued. I have, like, a lot. It's really bad, though, so sometimes I spit it back up. There was silence. But it actually gets easier the more you do it, continued Kyle, without losing momentum. So don't start, I say. Rachel chose to not answer and look in the other direction. Kyle asked another question. Rachel, are you guilty? Kyle threw his questions on the floor, stood up, and pointed at her. Rachel's eye twitched slightly. Guilty of what, dear Kyle? She smiled disingenuously. Guilty, spat Kyle, of your crimes. Rachel did not answer. Her eyelids both started twitching uncontrollably. After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his paper. Well, Rachel, he said, I think that's all I'm planning on asking you. If that's the case, Kyle, might ask you something in return, asked Rachel, smiling one more time. Oh. What on earth are you wearing? Are they made of skunks? Before Kyle could answer, the camera shut down. The broadcast was over. Kyle returned home, knowing the interview had gone so well. But as he lay in bed and drifted to sleep, he felt that perhaps something was still missing. Well, that's a boring ending. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Wither Kyle away. Began to comb through the damp piles of filth and mold on his floor in search of helpful items. After finding and eating a few bits of crumbs and old cheese, Kyle found something much, much more important. Indeed, it was the corpse of Harry. Oh, friend that had gone missing years ago out at Kyle's house. Kyle was glad to see him again, but was unsure of whether how to interrupt such as an important day with Harry business. Kyle hoisted Harry onto his shoulder and took him outside. Kyle began dragging Harry's body down the street, drawing many, many stairs. Kyle knew exactly where he needed to take Harry's corpse, on a lovely play date, just the two of them. The hours went away. Well, we're ghosts. So Kyle and Harry started at the arcade. Kyle used Harry's arms to operate the joysticks and push buttons. After 5 or 6 different games, the two friends had enough tickets for a single candy bar. They took their prize to the local park for eating. Kyle tried to feed some of the chocolate bar to Harry, but Harry seemed to not have an appetite. Kyle! After eating, Kyle noticed a nearby playground. He dragged Harry over. Kyle tried to figure out a way to swing Harry on the swing set, but lacking the ability to grip, Harry kept falling out. Instead, Kyle started to lug Harry to the top of the slide and shove him down time and time again. Kyle's ripped. He's doing this in a suit of armor. Finally, Kyle took Harry to the movies to see as many popular films as their pocket change allowed. Kyle quickly found that he had no pocket change, so he searched through Harry's corpse until he found his wallet. Kyle bought 2 tickets to A Love Romance. After getting inside, Kyle left Harry to go find a restroom. By the time Kyle had finished using the restroom, he had forgotten that he had brought Harry along. Kyle watched A Love Romance by himself. Harry's corpse sat atop a bench in the atrium. While Kyle was in the movie, a beautiful thing happened. Harry's corpse, imbued with the power of friendship and love, was reanimated. Harry's old rotten flesh gained color and life, his fingernails regrew, his missing eye came back. By the time the movie was over, Harry was able to greet Kyle with a large friendly hug as his old self. Kyle was confused but delighted that his long-lost friend met him on his way out of the theater. The two made plans to get drinks together and parted ways for the day. Kyle returned home, forgetting about the interview with Rachel. Opened the closet, choose an outfit. What's the most obnoxious outfit? I mean, let's try suit of armor this time. That's fun. Sit at desk. We're going to fucking accuse her of shit. Am I a mother? See what she knows. Master blended. Do you ever smile? Do you feel guilty? I already tried the lard, so let's get the food. Open fridge. I'm gonna eat the fridge. Kyle pointed his neck directly upwards and hoisted the fridge on top of his face. Somehow, miraculously, he wrapped his mouth around the device. He started to swallow. In one slow, horrible movement, the fridge slid down Kyle's throat. After many gurgles, pops, and snaps, Kyle felt relatively sure the fridge would not come back out. That was horrifying. Kyle walked out into the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around him. What's in the tech store? Kyle walked in the clean, white tech store, he was greeted by Techno Jim, an elaborate cut-out mascot with flashing lights. I'm gonna take Techno Jim. Quickly, before the attendant could acknowledge him, Kyle grabbed Techno Jim by the shoulders. Finding that Techno Jim's cardboard feet were bolted to the ground, Kyle started to pull upwards forcefully. Hun, you ate her fridge. You can take Techno Jim. Fuck yeah! After several tugs, Techno Jim broke free, leaving one foot and one leg behind. Kyle glanced at the attendant, who was staring, bewildered, and ran outside. You're in a suit of armor. They can't tell who you are. I can interview Techno Jim instead? Fuck you, Techno Jim is more interesting than Rachel, whoever the fuck Rachel is. Kyle roughly shoved Rachel out of her seat and placed Techno Jim in her stead. Hello, Techno Jim, said Kyle. I'm going to interview you today. Kyle grasped Techno Jim's hand and tried to shake it, but instead tore it off the cardboard frame. Kyle's producer, sensing viral media, pulled the bewildered Rachel out of frame and motioned to the crew to go live. Producer knows what's up. Cameraman moved, lights flashed, and suddenly the studio was on air. Hi, I'm Kyle, said Kyle. And tonight, I'm going to be interviewing a very special guest. He pointed at Techno Jim using the dismembered arm. Techno Jim started to smoke from the heat of the lights. Would you like to introduce yourself? Asked Kyle. Knowing Jim would probably not speak, Kyle took it upon himself to be his voice as well. Hi, Kyle, he said, raising the pitch of his voice. My name is Rachel May, and I'm a very special guest. Rachel's expression of confusion turned to shock. Well, Rachel, you look way too thin and absolutely terrible, and you should feel ugly. Kyle gave Jim a meaningful stare. Well, Kyle, he said, I sure wish I could look like you. Techno Jim burst into flames. Instantaneously, the sprinkler system initiated. Curtains of water poured down from the rafters. Within seconds, the production equipment was doused in water. The set was soon aburst with electrical fires. Kyle's crew abandoned their posts as cameramen and sound mixers to try and put the fires out. As the crew scrambled around, the cameras continued to run. Kyle sat, motionless, staring forward. Eventually, the fires were all put out. Kyle's producer shut off the broadcast, leaving Kyle's vacant stare as the final frame. Kyle's ratings skyrocketed. Techno Jim became a staple on the show, often ending up destroyed by the end of each episode, as he should be. Although Rachel did not come back on the show, her cardboard portrayal did. Rachel was very popular. I can haunt around. I didn't put any clothing on. I'm gonna haunt around. Kyle felt a sudden pull on his heart. Had he abandoned his job as a ghost? Was he fulfilling his spooky, ethereal role that he'd accepted while lying in bed this morning? Kyle realized he had no other choice. He must spend his day spooking about. Kyle decided he should make up a plan about who or where he should spook. Spook the interview! Kyle thought that it would be best to continue his daily course, but with a twist. Today, he would still go to the studio, but instead of conducting an interview, he would haunt. Excitedly, Kyle made his way to the studio early to find the best spot to conduct his ghostly duties. The studio was empty. Being so early, the crew wouldn't arrive for several hours. Kyle gleefully skipped around the building, finding the best spot for him to hide. After searching for some time, Kyle decided to hide behind the guest chair. Kyle quickly placed himself down and drew his legs to his chest. Soon, the crew began to arrive and set up for the interview that night. Invisible to all senses, Kyle went undetected. He watched as cameras were set up, screens were turned on, and pages were flipped. Within an hour, Rachel walked into the studio. Ooh, a punctuant lass. "Hello, everyone," said Rachel, smiling kindly. "I'm ready to get prepared. Who do I need to talk to first?" Kyle's producer approached her. "Thanks for being here, Rachel. You should talk about makeup first, and then wait for when Kyle arrives." Kyle, knowing he was dumping everyone, began to giggle uncontrollably. It was then that he, like clockwork, ceased to be a ghost. The studio grew silent. Everyone stared at Kyle, head down, clutching his legs and giggling at the floor. Kyle froze. He had found himself in a situation he had not encountered before. Kyle started to crawl out of the studio on all fours, hoping his small form would avoid attracting more attention. Everyone wordlessly watched as Kyle slowly made his way across the stage, through the production set, and out the door. Kyle! As soon as he was outside the studio, Kyle broke into an all-out sprint. Kyle made his way back to his apartment as quickly as possible. Kyle sat in his kitchen and processed what had happened during his day. He vowed that he would never haunt anything again. Kyle left! Okay. I am going to do one more ending. And then, I guess, if you guys want me to continue fucking around with Kyle, I guess, maybe I'll do a second episode. I won't do one on my own accord, though. You'll have to actively ask me. Alright, one more. I think we should get some bugs. Kyle started to pick between the fuzz of his bedroom carpet, hoping to catch a stray beetle or two. Soon he had a small handful of various insects, dead and alive. "I'm gonna eat them immediately." Kyle threw his head back and crammed the sticky, wriggling mass into his mouth. He felt refreshed. Bug guts will do that to you. Alright. We've already eaten. We're all fine. Why is that registering as inedible? It's perfectly edible. So edible. Oh my god. Alright. Leave apartment. Tech store. For free samples. Kyle asked the store attendant whether or not they offered any free samples to important customers. The attendant gave Kyle a confused and slightly vacant look. Kyle began to beg for a free sample. Wanting Kyle to leave, the attendant grabbed a decrepit phone meant for spare parts and held it out. "I'm fucking feral today." Kyle firmly clamped his mouth around the outstretched phone, creating several teeth. Holy shit, dude, how strong are your teeth in your jaw, dear lord? Kyle grunted and yanked with his head until the attendant let go of the phone. The phone is now Kyle's to use for forever. Okay. After a moment of proceeding, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. We're at the interview, folks. Last interview we're doing today. "Good evening, everyone," said Kyle, looking at the camera. "Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle." Kyle vomited all of the horrible things he had eaten earlier onto the floor. It was just bugs! It's protein! Rachel looked at Kyle, concerned. Gave a couple coughs and decided to play it cool and keep the show running. Kyle stopped, then vomited again, and continued with a shaky voice. "Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. I can become Rachel May?" Another day. Let's just do the interview. I want to see what happens if we have no questions. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. "Hello, Kyle," she said. "I'm glad to be here." "Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive right in," said Kyle. "I'm very ready," said Rachel, with a winning smile. Just like, she smiles and you're immediately blinded. Can't even fucking read your questions. In a shock, Kyle realized he had never bothered to prepare any notes for the interview. Fucking improv, bitch! Knowing he had all the eyes of millions Knowing he had the eyes of millions upon him, Kyle came up with a solution very quickly. Fucking run! Kyle ejected from his seat and ran out the studio as quickly as possible. After it became apparent that Kyle was not coming back, the producer ended the episode and everyone went home. So that was a fair chunk of Kyle is Famous. I generally did enjoy playing this today. It's really fun. I don't usually play this style of game, but I rather enjoyed this. I'll definitely be leaving a kind review for it on Steam. I did have a lot of fun playing Kyle is Famous, and I just want to say thank you everybody for joining me today for this video. And yeah, I guess might fuck around with Kyle again in the future, who knows. Have a wonderful day, everybody.